What's up YouTube, Jeff back from SamyGuru.com. Today I have a very exciting Samsung video for you guys, and today we are looking at One UI 8 Beta 7 on the Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's a US unlocked unit. This should be the final beta, as Samsung has also released the official schedule. Well, not official. We covered the leak schedule from Turkey that shows Samsung's planned rollout dates for the One UI 8 update, and the Galaxy S25 series is scheduled to get this update on September 25th. So given that the stable update's arriving September 25th, today is September 8th, I would imagine that this will be the very final beta that we will see on this device. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that today. I'll show you guys the update. There really aren't a lot of changes, but they did fix one big thing, which is that adaptive lock screen clock that's been broken basically since they introduced it earlier in the beta program. And I'll show you guys that in this video, and also talk a little bit about battery life, because usually there's not much to say early on, but I've actually had quite experience early this morning after installing the beta, and I'll talk about that as well. Before we get started, I do want to remind you guys, make sure you check out the website SamyGuru.com. We cover the latest Samsung news, tips, tricks, tutorials, and reviews. You guys can also bookmark us, the website, and set us as your preferred source for Samsung news in Google News, which helps the website a lot, helps us create more content, and also get discovered in the Google algorithm. If you want to participate in the Mystery Box program, if you're buying an S26 series device, tap on the orange banner at the top. You can tap on S26 Ultra here, and you can sign up, put in your phone number, email, or both. Get a case, screen protector, cleaning kit, desktop phone stand, and a 65-watt charger in every box, plus insertion of golden, silver, and platinum tickets, one in every 50 to one in every 200 boxes, depending on which one you're talking about. You can get free Buds 3 Pro, free Galaxy Watch 8, etc. Check it out in the pinned comment description if you're ordering an S26 device in January 2026. We love giving back to the community and appreciate you guys' support. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the update. Let's go ahead and just quickly take a look at it. Let's go into software update here. Scroll down the last update. You see here, it's One UI 8 ZYI3. And here's the bugs, changelog, and everything. 547.95 megs, still on that September 1st, 2025 security patch. No big surprise that this isn't a very large update because it is the final beta. It's mainly going to be some stability stuff. And most of the bugs center around one thing, which I'll talk about in a second. Bugs that have been fixed, fix the issue that the lock screen clock position continues to move down. So if you set the adaptive lock screen clock, it would automatically go to the bottom after setting. Fix the problem of Bluetooth sound squeaking and disconnecting. Fix the issue that stretch font is not applied. Fix the problem that only the input letters of now bar, status bar, lock screen pin are displayed thinly after the update. Fix the issue of the disappearing lock screen quick execution icon while in use. And fix the issue of the clock stuttering when unlocking or locking the screen. So basically all of these center around the lock screen, and most of them around the adaptive lock screen clock that was introduced with One UI 8 beta program, and it's basically been broken from the beginning. In my early testing, it appears that Samsung has fixed most of the issues that were lingering around. You guys can see I am using the adaptive lock screen clock now. For those of you guys who haven't been following around, just go into your lock screen. The lock screen clock, the adaptive one, is this second option. You actually will see the little animation right there. And it does work pretty nicely now. It adapts a heck of a lot better than it did before. Still not consistently throughout, the UI. You won't be able to reproduce the same one. So I don't really just go into the algorithm. It does work with Lockstar now though, so you can comfortably use Lockstar. I tested it with that as well. So if you have Lockstar enabled, no problems. That was a bug before. It doesn't seem to reset itself randomly or move it to the bottom, which was a huge problem before as well. That seems to be fixed. However, if you use a third-party application and you set your wallpaper using a third-party application, you won't be able to use the adaptive lock screen clock. This is not a bug. It just has to do with how Samsung does the computations to set this adaptive clock. I have confirmed that that also is still the case with One UI 8 Beta 7. So if you use something like I use One for Wall and Thematica to set my wallpaper, my lock screen stuff, you're not gonna be able to do that. You have to download the wallpaper, then go through the wallpaper section, go to gallery, and set your wallpaper using that method, and then you'll be able to use the adaptive clock. Seems to work great though. No issues so far. I tested it with all the problems I've had. And then also, if you look over here on my X, there's some people who have also chimed in, like Larry, who's been following this. Ambient photo and adaptive clock work together. Turn Lockstar back on, the clock hasn't dropped. So what's really left to get? That's pretty much it. I mean, everything else is there. So it seems like, they've done everything to fix it. And you can see most of the other people who have chimed in about this update I posted on X have said that now this is working for them as well. So it looks like they fixed this fully. Hopefully there's no other bugs, and we do see that stable version very quickly. Now, aside from that, the only thing I want to comment on this build is usually the battery life isn't very noticeable when you first install it, but I installed it first thing this morning. It's only 11:36 and I'm down to 60% battery life. Now I did some driving this morning, but it's kind of my usual driving with wireless Android Auto. So maybe for some reason this introduces some kind of weird bug with wireless Android Auto, which already drains more battery than usual for most people, including me. So I don't know if this is just some maybe optimization issue they can fix. I'll certainly report this, but it drained a ton of my battery life, way more than usual. Again, 60% at 11:30 is not normal for me. I'd say I'm usually at like 80, even after doing my normal commute with the wireless Android Auto. So that doesn't seem promising, but that's certainly something they could iron out. All the other features of One UI 8 are here. Smoothness is great in terms of app opening and all of that stuff. No hiccups or micro stutters so far. I think this thing is ready to go. Hopefully they get the battery life tightened up. Curious to know what you guys think if you've tried the beta, if you've been following the beta, you've been participating. Let me know in the comments below. If you're ready for stable, check out our full post below on Sammy Guru with that rollout map so you know when your device is going to get it. Check out the mystery box program if you're interested, buying an S26 device, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.